We're back. Yeah, man. You already know what it is. Black Fitness Matters Podcast. Hey, we back, y'all. We back another season. Some more great interviews, some more great trainers, some more great influencers. Oh man, some more great information, great workouts, great recipes. Y'all know what we do on the Black Fitness Matters podcast. Stop playing. Man, look, I have a man that's on this podcast that knows about fitness, that has become a fitness influencer. He and his wife have both transformed their bodies and they're influencing lots of people, man. I need y'all to welcome my man LK Robertson. What's going on, bro?
Good evening, man. Good evening, man. I'm great. How you doing? How you doing today?
Man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, man. Whenever it's time to get back to getting this Black Fitness Matters podcast going and getting it back out on the interwebs, very excited. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
man, how you doing today?
Man, I am good. I just got in from a good leg day, and
I've seen your
trying to.
leg day workouts.
Yeah, I'm trying to ease back in after surgery. So, trying not to go too light, but trying to, make sure I make sure I listen to the doctors a little bit. But
I
yeah,
was
had
gonna
a good
say,
leg
are
day.
you being obedient? Are you following what the doctors are saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's another conversation for another day.
Well, look, man, as we're talking, I want you to tell the people. I'm gonna tell the people how I know you. We've known each other for some years. We ran in kind of the same similar circles. You know what I'm saying? But I've watched this guy from afar, and awesome dude, right? I've seen him from a standpoint of church leadership, church planting. I've seen him as it relates to his wife, his children. He's always been a stand-up guy to me, right? And I've not seen anything, and I've not heard anything in the streets about this man either. So this dude is a solid dude. But please tell the people who you are, man, where you from, what you do, all that kind of good stuff.
Man, I am actually from a little town in Louisiana called Laplace, Louisiana, which is just right outside of New Orleans. And so I was born and raised there. And then let's see, Katrina happened, of course. Went to Atlanta, experienced Atlanta for a little bit, and moved back home. And then came to visit Jacksonville, Florida in 2008. I came for my birthday, April, just to visit the city, visit some friends. I got here, and a friend of mine who was also a leader in a church, he was like, "Man, you need to move here to start ministry." I was like, "Man, I don't know about that." And so that was April 5th, that week of 2008. I went back home to New Orleans, and I just could not rest.
Uh-huh.
The Lord was like, "Get up and go." And so
Oh,
April 5th, I visited. May 15th of the next month, I had uprooted my whole life from that area in Louisiana to Jacksonville, Florida, actually Orange Park, on faith. People were asking me, uh, is your job going to transfer you and your wife? All of that. I was like, yeah, you can't tell everybody everything because everybody won't understand what God told you. So I was like, yeah, my job transferring me, da 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 da. And man, I didn't have no job, no nothing. I just had a word. And we got rid of everything that we didn't really need. We brought the necessary things, and we moved to Jacksonville on faith, man. And we've been
mhm.
here since 2008. We've had an exciting run with planting a few ministries and impacting the lives of people. And so ministry has been my thing, but also fitness. I have a passion for fitness simply because growing up, I always felt like I wanted to look a certain kind of way, but I didn't feel like I can accomplish it for whatever reason. And
Mhm.
so I got into the gym. I started working out. I was never a sports person. Couldn't play sports. I was in band, in music. So I played saxophone. I was drum major. College. I went to college a semester and had was in a band for a semester at Grambling State University, and but I just never did the sports thing. When I got into the gym, though, I just found a passion for it. And then I noticed a change in my body composition. And I started seeing things that I didn't think I could ever see on me. All right. And so, because of that, I found a passion for it. I got under some great mentors here in Jacksonville who trained me, mentored me, and I loved it so much to where I started studying it. I got certified as a personal trainer, trained a few people, and then, of course, I combined the ministry and fitness together. I believe that if we're going to be preachers in the pulpit, we need to be an example. I believe that our body is an
Stop,
example of.
stop, stop.
Okay.
Hold it. Go back to what you just said.
Okay.
What did you say? You believe what?
I believe that if we're going to be preachers in the pulpit, we need to be examples of what it looks like to be a man of God. And a lot of people feel like a man of God is somebody who can sing good, who can preach good, who can prophesy, things of that nature. That all of those are great things as well. Don't get me wrong. But there is a physical part of a man of God that we need to exemplify. And so I believe that um looking good is not just for the rock, because we always say, "Oh, you a preacher? Why you got muscles?" Well, I should exemplify. I should be the one with the muscles. Okay, if I'm the one preaching, it should be strange for the rock, not for me. And so, I really believe that our bodies are an example of what our spirit man really looks like. And
Ooh.
so, if we have the spirit of God, then our bodies should exemplify a certain type of stature. So that's my drive. That's my passion. That's why I work out so much. And that's just me, man. In a
So
nutshell.
so let me rewind just a moment because I remember, and it's crazy because when you meet people at a place,
Right,
you know them there,
right,
right? So it wasn't until I remember I was training downtown at the gym that formerly at the Jacksonville Landing,
right,
and your wife was training there with our guy Shannon, right?
right, right,
So I saw her, I knew her face, but I didn't know that woman
right,
because she had started getting her own weight loss back
right,
then.
right,
And then I started seeing you the same thing.
right.
And hey, y'all, this wasn't no Ozempic. Oh, I'm sorry. This was listen, if you're on Ozempic, I'm not. Hey, if you know me, I like to joke, right? So if you on Ozempic, just be careful. All right. Anyway, I know I saw you guys working out, getting the change and everything like that. So, like, what was it like at the beginning, right? When you got when you said we gonna start working out. How was it then?
Well, for me, I started working out and I started doing what I thought was necessary. Okay. A lot of people don't understand that physical fitness, and when you're getting in shape, you want to make sure that you have proper instruction. You can't just walk in the gym, jump on the machine, and expect to have good results. That's just like going to a doctor's office and trying to diagnose yourself and walking out and writing your own prescription and taking medicine that you think you should take. You shouldn't do that. You can kill yourself. And so, same thing with fitness. And so I was in it, I was dabbing, I really wasn't that serious. I started seeing a little results, but not as much as I needed to. And so I connected with our guy Shannon, man. He was my trainer, and he just really gave me a focus, really imparted a lot into me, and gave me a drive to really, really take this thing to another level. And so he gave me a basic format, and I took that, man, and grew from that. And then just from that experience, I got to drive to get my certification to train other people. So it became more than just a passion. It became a part of my life. Like fitness is just like eating lunch, breakfast. I have to go to the gym. It's something that I have to do. And so that being said, once you make it something that's a part of you, not an external thing that you have a choice to do, but
Mhm.
it becomes a part of you, something that you have to do, like breathe, sleep, eat. then you see the results. And when you see those results, man, you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop. And
Mm.
it keeps going and going, not just looking good, but you feel good. You have a lot of stamina. You're just a whole nother type of person. And then when you look back on pictures 6 months before, it's like, okay, if I look like that 6 months and I look like this now, well, what I'll look at the next 6 months, and it just keeps going. So right now I'm 43 years old, 43.
Okay.
I got a few more years before I'm 50. So when I turn 50, I want to look a certain kind of way. And so I understand the consistency is the thing. So just being consistent and seeing results. I'm telling you, when you see that little arm pop out or that little muscle over here, it's kind of like, okay, I can't stop. Because if one popped out, then maybe if I keep going, I get two. So that's the thing. It's like an addiction. It's a
Hey
good
man.
addiction.
So this is the thing, man. I'm loving it because I watched you. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you're a sponge. You're coachable. Um, you recognize those that have been in the industry.
Right,
So I've reached out to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll say, hey, your form, you might want to switch this, you might want to do that. Be careful with your client. Yeah, I was watching you train your client is here, have them do this. So they'll be,
right,
and you never once was like, Negro,
right,
you know what I'm saying? You
right,
was like, bro, thank you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I could tell that you made changes because those things that I spoke to you about, they they weren't doing that anymore. You weren't
right,
doing. So it's dope that when you talk to, and that's even a life lesson as well. But
right,
when you get into something and you allow the professionals, those that not just because they've been in it way longer than you, but those that have fruit, and you
right.
say, you know what, let me put to play what he's talking about or what she's talking about. So let's go back to when you became a trainer, when you got certified. Now, for the people that don't know, what is your I know you had, regular jobs, you were in finance and different things like that, but
Right.
what do you do for the kingdom?
I am a leader in the kingdom. I'm actually a consecrated bishop. My wife and I, we both pastor. At this moment, we are in the process of relocating to another city to plant another church. So that's in the plans in the background that's happening.
Did we
Uh,
just get an exclusive? Y'all about to leave?
yes, as soon as certain things
Oh
line up.
man, my man that gave me an exclusive about to bounce. Oh man. So we definitely gotta at least get a workout session or go shoot some pool or something before you leave, man.
I'm
That's
not.
just
I'm not gonna be that far. It ain't.
okay.
It's not gonna be over 2 hours. So.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so you are a bishop, consecrated bishop. Your wife is a pastor.
Right.
I've seen you both minister. Your wife is a firecracker. I've seen her,
Absolutely.
like, and I and y'all are, and this might just be side note, but I listen to y'all word. I listen. So when I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see y'all preaching, I hear word. I hear sound, right?
Right.
But I love when y'all do your lives and you're talking about marriage, Bible, life, and everything like that because it's very relatable.
Right.
And even when it talks about when you guys are talking about health and fitness, y'all talked about that. Y'all talked about the benefits of that.
Right.
How has being in better physical shape helped the marriage?
Well, man, honestly, we've been. Well, let me say, I just celebrated 21 years of marriage on the 13th of July. But fitness, it brings such a gel or glue. When you work out together, there is a cohesiveness that happens, or like an intertwining that happens, where you can get on the same page. Of course, me being a trainer and me giving my wife some pointers, and being able to interact, and especially if she's been doing her thing and I've been working, and we come together and we work out. It's just a connection that gives you a head start on the bedroom. Honestly, it gives you That, and then of course, if both of you are physically fit, ain't nobody catching no cramps in the middle of nothing. You know, you
Talk
long,
about it.
you
Ain't
long
nobody talking
winded.
about, hold on, I gotta catch my breath. Ain't nobody.
None of
I
that,
love
you
it.
know. And it's like,
But
okay, you remember them squats you was doing? Let's try to add
yes.
that. You
But
know,
see,
so
listen, bro, this is why I wanted to bring this up, because that is not talked about a lot, especially in what we uh call the black church, right?
right, right.
And I want to pivot that direction with you being a consecrated bishop, your wife being a pastor, and I want to tie back into what we had a conversation about as far as you being a personal trainer. What was that like?
Very okay. So y'all ready for this one? Being a bishop, or consecrated bishop, and wife being a pastor, excuse me. Um, Everyone knows me as that. Okay, and so I got my certification, excited because I want to bring fitness to the kingdom. Even in my church, when we had it going at the time, I was operating and I had it to where I was giving free fitness classes or free boot camps on
I remember.
Saturdays. And so because I'm a stickler about being in good health. And so
Hmm.
even in that, I didn't get a lot of participation, even with free. Um, I noticed on my social media, because I'm a leader, I got a lot of church people that follow me. Now, not a
Hmm.
lot of fitness people know me as a fitness person. They know me as, Bishop LK. So a
Hmm.
lot of my followers are church people. Once I became a personal trainer, it was like, oh, it's cute, but that's not, when it comes down to church people. Let me try to say this the right and the nicest way. Fitness is not a top priority for them. Um, I don't know if they think because they got the Holy Ghost, that's all they need. They got Jesus and that's all they need. I don't know, but we have to learn how to have a balanced life, especially when it comes down to our fitness. I noticed that a lot of people get in line for prayer for high blood pressure. The doctor gave me this report, and I'm listening to these people, and I'm like, all you got to do is work out 3 times a week, and that'll come down. Like, you don't. And I would tell my people, don't get in this line asking for prayer for something that you don't want to do on Saturday
Oh,
mornings. You know,
oh,
and so me becoming a personal trainer to church folk, I didn't get a lot of business. So that wasn't, it was hard for me to break out of that, oh, you're just bishop, oh, you're the preacher, to okay, you're a fitness guy, and having people that were serious enough in the church that would want to get up and work out. We can get rid of these stomachs and all of this stuff. We can do that if we get serious about fitness. So when it came down to that, I didn't have a lot of business with that. So I kind of became a fitness influencer. So I would work out, I make my own videos. And my goal is one day someone picks me up and I get some type of deal or something. But I make my own content, and I have gotten a lot of preachers, a lot of other people that follow me and say, "Man, I'm back in the gym because of you. I'm working out because of your videos. I like it." So the fitness influencer portion worked better than trying to get people to train people, because it was just an interesting thing when it come down to church people. We like church, but we don't like gym, and we don't like to put in work when it come down to our bodies, and that's just the truth about it.
bro. So, and man, we've talked about it before, and no, it's not a topic. And you already know, like when we have events at churches, right? Especially in the black church, um, there'll be a health event or a health fair, and it'll be talking about high blood pressure, diabetes. But then by the time the health fair is over, the mother's already in the back cooking the frying the chicken up and the fish up for something else is going on. You follow what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So, and nothing against, listen, enjoy life, enjoy what you're gonna eat,
mhm,
right? All we just saying is move,
right.
add some movement, right? So,
Absolutely.
and I'm like this, and it may be eisegeting the text or whatever. The Bible say faith without works
Right.
is dead. You know what I'm saying? Work out. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You want to do some sort of work in your body. you know?
Absolutely.
And so it's like, and it's no judgment. And I want to make sure people understand this when we say this. Let me get close and so y'all can see us. There's no judgment, y'all.
Right.
We as fitness enthusiasts, fitness trainers, those that God have put a burden on our hearts when it comes to the body of Christ, meaning the
Absolutely.
body, physical body. We want to make sure that you understand what to do and that we move. How in the world can we go do street ministry when we can't walk up one block?
Right. Absolutely.
How, Sway? Make it make sense.
And even with preachers, studies have been shown, like if you preach a sermon on Sunday, especially our African American preachers that hoop and all of that, if you do that type of sermon, an hour or two, man, that's equivalent to an 8-hour day job, you know. And if you're doing, some preachers have multiple services. So if you're doing 2 sermons a Sunday or 3 sermons a Sunday and you're a hooper, if you're in the Pentecostal movement and you're dancing and hooping, you got all of that going on. That's 8 hours a message. That
A
should be an
message
easy 16, 24-hour day,
on your
on your
body.
heart, on your body, so it's a lot of strain, it's a lot of stress. And so our people need to understand that, if we're going to house the Holy Spirit, we want to make sure that the Spirit has something to live in that is comfortable and presentable. We don't even like to live in no anything.
Mm.
We like our house to look a certain type of way when we're in it. We want to be comfortable. And so when we look at our bodies as being a temple, that we want that same thing for the Spirit of God. We want the Holy Spirit to be in us, but we want him to be comfortable. We don't want him to
So,
be,
so with that, like I tell people all the time, man, we only get one of these.
one.
I don't care how many BBLs you get. I don't care how many, new pairs of teeth you get. I don't care how many.
Only get one.
They wilding out, man. But you only get one of these. You only get one. And um, and let's talk this real quick. Once again,
Okay.
this is the Black Fitness Matters podcast. It's your man, Coach Chris. I got LK Robertson on here, fitness enthusiast. Yes, he is certified as well. But then my man is really influencing lots of people to include and make fitness a part of their everyday lifestyle. Um, my thing right now when it comes to fitness, man, is you just got to do it.
Absolutely.
You how can we, and we'll pivot from the faith side in a moment, but how can we look unhealthy, but we are saying that we serve a God who is a healer? He
Right.
is a healer now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that we have to look a certain way to prove that what God is,
Right.
but mm, I just don't believe that we should be looking busted and disgusted and
Right.
represent the kingdom in that way, right?
Right.
In our bodies. Now, I understand that there are people that can't do certain things because they have been afflicted with certain things that's out of their control, right?
Right.
There
Right.
are some things that if we take the wheel and say we're going to do something, not say Jesus take the wheel, if we take the
Right.
wheel and
Right.
get to working out, and if you say, okay, I can't do high impact stuff, how often are you walking, baby? Like,
Right.
are you okay? What time you go to work in the morning? Are you really tired of having to take 18 pills? That have side effects of and of their own, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Are you tired of feeling the way that you're feeling? Are you tired of feeling, looking the way that you're looking? Then watch this. Get up earlier, go to bed earlier so you can get up earlier, walk 30 minutes in the morning.
Right.
On your lunch break, do about a 15-minute walk. But then you hear, I don't want to get sweaty. I don't want to go back. Listen, then you don't want to. What you gonna do?
Right.
And then when you get home, if you want to take another 10 to 15-minute walk, break it down like that and start adding that into your lifestyle. And then I tell people all the time, man, when um it's like you said, when you start walking more, your
Right.
body now is gonna say, I want to run, I want to jog.
Right.
Walking it. So you start to move, and the body at motion tends to stay in what? Motion. A
Right.
body at rest tends to stay at rest. If you truly do not lose it, move it, you will lose it, right?
Right. Right.
So we made the transition from active personal trainer getting paid as a business to an influencer. We've got some people that you've influenced right? To start adding things into their adding fitness into their lifestyle and everything like that. Let's talk about we talked about from the church, we talked about your family, but let's talk about the melanin family. This is the Black Fitness Matters podcast.
Right.
Why to you, LK, is fitness? Why does fitness matter for the Black community?
I'm gonna say simply because of our DNA and then the environment that we're in. There are some things that are just not good for our stomachs, our digestive system. Certain foods that are not beneficial to us as a people that
Mm-hmm.
we are surrounded by. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we don't eat some of that, some depending on where we are, we won't eat that day. you know. And so the way it's set up, it's just it's not set up to where we are able to always eat what's necessary for our DNA and our bodies as people of color. And so it's very important that we understand that we can't get away with everything. That's why high blood pressure is something that runs in our bloodline. Sugar, diabetes, all this stuff. And so it is very important for us to get ahead of the game and to do the extra, to go above and beyond, simply because what's not beneficial to us in our surroundings. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. It makes
Okay.
sense. All right. So understanding, man, like we do lead in a lot of the healthcare disparities, right? Um,
Right.
so but in knowing that and seeing that that is something, because again, I told you, we have health fairs at churches, we have health fairs at community centers, we have
Right.
all the stuff about healthcare. Why is it that, do you think, by and large, that fitness, the movement of bodies, the exercising of bodies, the pushing of weights, the calisthenics is not a priority in our community?
One of the biggest things is the way our people view fitness. They look at it as something that's being strenuous, something that's taking a lot of time, something that's going to make me sweat, and this and that and the third. But honestly, fitness is medicine. And so a lot of what we take medication for, if we work out, we won't need that medicine. Fitness will actually, in some instances, be the answer to your problem. And so when we're educated that fitness is not something that's just going to make me sweat, but fitness is actually medication for my body, then we will get up every day, like we every day take our blood pressure medicine and every day do insulin and every day do.
Mm,
When we understand that fitness is actually medication for my body, it will actually transform my body. It would actually bring levels down. It will actually get rid of this and get rid of that. Then
man,
we would add fitness in just like we add medication every day.
man. So I laugh, man, because I know the difficulties, right?
Mhm.
I know the difficulties of um having to educate the market, so to
Right.
say. Because yeah, you want to go ahead and then watch this. Not only educate the market, but re-educate the market, because Instagram will have you doing some crazy stuff, right?
Absolutely.
You seen some of the other influencers, out
Right.
there doing some stupid stuff
Right.
that has nothing to do with everyday. See, I'm the guy who is the functional training guy, right?
Right.
Does this work for my everyday life? Will
Right.
I clean and jerk or clean and snatch, press, whatever, 255 pounds ever in my life? No. What do I
Mhm.
need that for?
Right.
What am I going to repetitively pick up 255 pounds, rack it here, throw it overhead and
Right.
down? What? You know what I'm
So
saying?
so
But
I'm glad you brought that up because, and I don't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead.
it's very important for us to get active, but we have to make sure we're doing the right things. That's where personal trainers come in. You know, they will tailor medication to fit your solution. All right.
Programming
That's
is your prescription. Come
right,
on.
right. So oh, I want to lose weight and I want to gain this and again. Well, you got to do certain things to get that so many times a week, so many months. And so that's where personal trainers come in. They're like your doctors to write your prescription. So I know a lot of people hit me up and be like, "Man, I like the way this back look, and I like the way these legs look." But do you have a prescription to be able to get those results?
No,
And you
but
need a
I
professional.
want you to do it for me. I want you to give it to me for free. I want. Can you give me a workout so I can do that? I want. You follow what I'm saying? That's
or
the stuff right there.
or they say, well, let me come work out with you. No, you can't work out with me
Oh
because
no, not with
you're
you.
not
You
on the
finna mess up
same
my
regimen.
workout.
Right. And then my medicine ain't your medicine.
Come on, and you can kill yourself taking other people's medicine. Come, boy,
Absolutely, man.
I'm
Absolutely.
man. Hey, this what happened when you get two preachers on a call together.
Yeah.
But look, man, it's my heart hurts sometimes when it comes to the Black community, when it comes to health and fitness, right? Specifically
Mhm.
fitness. Um, a lot of stuff is aesthetic driven,
Right.
right? I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. I don't want to try to say this person is to blame, this is to blame, or whatever. But we have to move from being aesthetic, right, to what's going to be best for the bodies, not what
Right.
best for the bodies to look good, but what's going to be able best for the bodies to move good. Because at some point in time in life, you're going to have to move quickly. You're going to have to lift something heavy. You're going to have to do
Right.
something repetitively, right?
Right.
And you've got to be able to do it. And even like I said, I am a guy that I know my target audience. My target audience for me as a personal trainer, Gen Xers and baby boomers, right? Those that
Mhm.
are already in their 40s, mid to late
Right.
40s, and our parents, which are generally most of our parents are baby boomers, right?
Right.
Um, I really want to target them because that those two generations are the generations that um really need to start getting their bodies, if we haven't already done so, get, because you understand, if you trip and fall over something, having good core stability,
Right.
knowing what to do, you know what I'm saying, if in the gym cannot stop you from falling in a lot of
Right.
cases. And
Right.
if you do fall, being physically fit can help you not break bones.
Right.
You follow what I'm
Right.
saying? There's so many people that have slip and falls that they're not active and they shatter their whole entire hip. And next thing you know it, they not with us 4 or 5 years later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so watch this. This is how I want to segue into that. So now when we do have surgery,
Right.
tell your, I don't want you to have to go into specifics about your surgery and
Mhm.
about the specific reasons for anything, but tell the people about your pre and post op, your pre-op and your recovery, and how fitness was important to that.
Absolutely. I think it was March, beginning of March. I went to the doctor for one thing, and it was discovered that I had two tumors, and one was cancer. And so that
Mhm,
was a life-changing situation for me. Had to go through a lot of tests because the tumors were in places where it was not common. So the
mhm,
doctors were trying to figure out how to remove them, things of that nature. They caught it in time, didn't have to do no chemo, any of that, but they had to cut it out, and I had to be down for a while. And so for me, because the gym is a lifeline for me, okay. Once you get into the routine of working out, it's for clarity, it's for mental stability, it's everything. Your joy, your peace. Put your music on, you in your zone, you become a better person. It's not just physical, but emotional, spiritual, psychological. It helps all of that. And so once I had to go through my surgery, the doctor said, well, you're not going to be able to work out, of course, for a few. And that was devastating to me because she was like, it may be 2 months. People was telling me, could be 6 months before you can get back in there and do anything. And so also with going through the surgery, because of my physical fitness, my recovery wasn't as long as they thought. So even though they said, "Oh, you're not going to be able to get back in the gym until this and that and the third," my healing was quicker than normal.
Come on, somebody.
My So I was able to go to the gym, and she was like, "Well, when you go, just, basically," she said, "let your body tell you what you can do and what you can't do." So
Mm-hmm.
when I went in there, man, my thing was, trying to do a squat, and see if I was gonna be in pain. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel no pain with no weights. I'm like, let me throw some weight on. And next thing you know, I'm working out like ain't nothing really happened. It's like my body bounced right back. And it's because of the physical uh, fitness that I was in before going into the surgery. Even with COVID, I got COVID, I recovered really quick because of the physical fitness that I was in when I went into the situation. And so, that being said, my recovery time was cut simply because I worked out and my body was so used to it. And even though I got back in, I was a little weaker than normal. But man, after 2 weeks, I was back. I threw up like 45-pound dumbbells and I almost died when I first went back,
Uh-huh.
because I was doing 100 to 105, 110s before I went into surgery. So first day back, I'm like, I got this, man. I tried to throw up 45s. Man, I was
Man.
almost passed out. But now I'm up to 70. It's been like 3 weeks. Now I'm up to like 75s, like nothing. But it didn't take me 6 months.
That no, that's the thing that I wanted to talk about. That's the thing that I really wanted to get to, man, because what people don't understand is yes, there are times where, yeah, sometimes we have to stop, right?
Right,
Sometimes we're forced to stop. But then when we get back in it, it's not 1 plus 1. It's almost exponential because
right,
you already had this going on in your body,
right.
because you were already fit, because your body knows it's not quite like getting back on a bicycle, but it is. Your body
It's
says,
like it.
okay, I'm used to this. Just like you said,
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna be able to pick up these hundreds, but you went from 45s and in less than 3 weeks, you're at 75s now, curling.
Right. With
Oh man.
the throwing up dumbbell bench press.
Dumbbell bench press, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's right. Okay, I got you. Which is still in and of itself a huge feat, right? Because
Absolutely.
now for those that don't know, you have to control two
Absolutely.
heavy weights. See, again,
Right.
that's why fitness is very important, man. We have to understand why we do certain things. You see people working out on Instagram and TikTok, but you don't know why they're doing those workouts. You don't know why they're doing those exercises, dumbbells versus bars.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And the benefits. That's why we talk about Black Fitness Matters. That's why we talk about Fitness Matters, working out. These are the things why it matters, more recovery. And you talked about it being a lifeline, very good for
Right.
your mental,
Man.
your mental state. Talk about it from that state, from a person that was in the gym all the time, getting a life altering doctor's
Oh,
note, and then not being able to go to your safe place.
man, it was
I
very
know you the bishop
interesting.
and all. I know you the bishop.
Woo!
Talk to me,
It
bro.
it was tough. I fought tooth and nail not to go to a very dark place. Because my lifeline, and oh, people say, oh, you should be in prayer, and God, Jesus is your lifeline. People get all spiritual, and I get that. And I was in prayer and all of that, but we live in the physical, real world, and so for me, my gym or my exercise was that place for me to have that balance in life. And so when that was removed, it was kind of like, what am I going to do? And so now my clarity, I wasn't as clear. I'm thinking about this cancer. Is it going to spread? Am I going actually ever going to be able to get back in the gym and get back to where I was? And it was just, I didn't have that space to be able to articulate myself emotionally.
I
That's the
got
way I
you.
want to say it.
I got you.
And so my poor wife got a lot of it. My children got a lot of it, because you're just like you're in this place where you just cannot express yourself anymore like you used to expressing yourself. And then you feel helpless. You feel like, man, like I can't lift weights. I can't. I can't do that. I can't just relax in the gym. I can't do any of that. I can't reach my goals anymore, all because of this thing out of nowhere, you
Yeah.
know. And so it was very challenging, man. But I made it through,
Come
and
on, somebody.
I kept a good circle of people around me, kept me positive, and I made it through. Yeah,
And man, I know what people post on Facebook. We don't really show. We show way more wins than we do losses or lessons.
absolutely.
How people say, um, but you always, I know, whether it be from the job aspect, life, you and your wife. Um, I always saw you in a good place. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? Knowing you was praying, knowing you was prayed for, I hit you up. I'll never go and be fishing and say, hey, bro, we praying for you. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But I sat back here, was cheering you on because I was like, this man, he's back in the gym. He's doing
right,
his thing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, and I knew that fitness was one of the main things that kept you there, getting back
Absolutely,
into place, man. So,
absolutely.
um, so side note, because I always want to ask my people that I interview two things, and you alluded to it. You said your music mix. What do you listen to when you are in the gym? I listen
Man,
now. I need to know what you listen to because I know you said did you say you went to Grambling? Did you say you went to Grambling?
I did, I did.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I knew where you went to school and everything like that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Grambling. I did go to
I've
Grambling
been
for a
trying to
semester.
keep that on the wraps right there. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know what the rattlers look like. But anyway, what's your music mix, man?
Actually, I went to Grambling and Southern. Yeah, I went
Oh,
to both
and
of
Southern. Oh, two strikes.
them.
Go ahead though.
It's, but my music, I, man, lately, I want to say probably for the last year, I fell in love with reggae.
Oh, now wait.
I love
Which style? Dance hall? Is it more up tempo? Is
dance
it
hall.
okay?
Yes. So
Like
dance
boom, boom,
hall,
cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat.
man.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
I think this one song, Jerusalem, Jerusalema.
I
I think
got you. They
that's
got a line dance to that. Yeah.
that song, like stuff like that.
Okay.
Anything Jamaican. I even like Jamaican lounges where they got live music. Man, I got
Okay.
live music. I go sit and eat me something, get me a nice drink, and listen to some good music and just
Okay.
vibe. I love reggae. So that's my thing. I'm bumping. If
Okay.
not reggae, it's Lecrae or KB, somebody like gospel rap. If not that, then it just depends on my day, on my mood. It can be, some Missy Elliott. It could
Okay.
be, some other stuff that that I might just throw in. They're gonna be like, the bishop listening to that.
Hey, that's the
Yeah.
so this what I'm gonna do. For those of you that don't know, I've been a DJ for 20 years, right?
Uh-huh.
And the reason I ask my interviewees this is because I am going to make a workout mix based upon what you listen to. So the
Awesome.
things that you like, so I heard you say Lecrae, KB, um, and some other gospel. Now I'll say this: I DJ gospel music for a little while exclusively, and that's a tough genre to go to the gym to work out in.
Right.
There's some things that's driving, that's super dope, but there's some things it's just like it don't. I love the Lord, but
Right.
this is not what I need to hear when I'm trying to get violent with these weights. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Right.
need I need some more, right? You said reggae,
Yeah, that's my
and
number
then you
one.
said some Missy Elliott, and so which to me that lets me know you like some throwback stuff, right? Some
Yeah, I like
throwback
some
stuff. All right,
throwback.
all
Yeah.
right, some throwback. So we'll definitely do that. So another thing I like to ask the people that I'm interviewing, I want you to give me one of your favorite upper body, lower body, abdominal, and cardio exercises. So we'll start with upper body. What's your favorite upper body exercise?
Favorite upper body exercise would be dumbbell bench press.
Okay, okay.
That's my
Dumbbell bench
favorite.
press.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So give me abdominal.
Cable crunches.
Okay. Give me lower body.
Lower body would be, I guess I can say, barbell squats. Yeah, barbell squats.
Barbell squats. So when you're
Yeah,
saying barbell, with barbell across the top.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Racked barbell squats. Okay, barbell squats.
yeah.
And what's a cardio exercise? Your
Man,
favorite go to?
believe it or not, the Stairmaster.
Stairmaster. I got you. I got you. So again, with this from the interview, I not only will do the music mix, but we will show what these exercises are, right?
Awesome.
And the benefits of the exercise. Because what we want to do with the Black Fitness Matters podcast is leave you with something. We got some
Right.
good word. We got some good pointers on why fitness is important in the black community. But then we want you to jam. When you go into the gym, we want you to have something great to listen to keep you motivated and keep you pushing. And then we got some great exercises that you can learn from as well. So man, LK, this was dope, man. Like
Man, I had a blast.
this was dope, man. And it's so funny because even from the last time that we talked, I'm like, man, we could go so many different directions, man. But you hit everything succinctly. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
I guess that's what happened when you do all that preaching. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know where to go. But man, lastly, man, what would you say to somebody that's sitting on the couch that is contemplating?
Hmm.
They're tired of being tired, but they
Right,
not quite. They've
right.
looked up they've looked up Planet Fitness and the rates on Planet Fitness. They've looked up, other gyms, um, but they're kind of on the fence. What would you say to that person?
Let me throw this plug in real quick. I have a book coming out at the end of the year entitled Kingdom Fitness. And so the whole purpose of the book is to get those who know they need to work out, or they're like you described, they're on the edge of their seat. They know they need to do something, but they don't have that push. The book is to get them motivated, keep them motivated, explain some stuff to them. It deals with body shame. It deals with vanity versus confidence, which was the body shame is one of my favorite chapters. But this book will help you get motivated to work out, give you the confidence that you need, give you the push that you need, and also it will keep you accountable, and you'll be able to walk through your first 30 days of your new journey. So I'll walk through the journey with you in this book. So sometimes you need a little push. I need a little help. Also, in that, I would say find someone that can keep you motivated and tag team with someone. That partnership, that camaraderie will help, and also get you a trainer that will be there for you and give you the prescription that you need, and that will hold you accountable. But you can do it. I'm telling you, once you see that first inch come off, I'm telling you, that's it. That's all you need to see that first little muscle bulge, you done. You're like, okay.
Hey, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I said, LK done saw some muscles pop out. The short sleeve shirt done went to sleeveless. The sleeveless shirt done went to a tank top. The shorts done went from the knees up to above the.
Right, right, man. Look, because I fought with that. With being a bishop and being a fitness influencer, it's kind of like, the church will, oh, he working out, he ain't got no clothes on. Well, when you're a fitness influencer, that's two separate things. Your body is your money. Your body is your marketing.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you have to have a little shirtless thing, a tank top or whatever. But I'm telling you, once you start seeing your body transform, you want to show that. You don't want to just keep it all hidden, in moderation, of course, but uh, I always tell my wife stuff like that. She's like, I can wear a big old long skirt and cover my whole head, and people still gonna say something.
Listen, man, it's to me, it's crazy, man. Dion say, what is it? You look good, you play good, you get paid good, right? No,
Right,
you look good, you feel good. Y'all done heard Dion say that, and
right,
that's the same thing with fitness, man. When you feel good, listen, bro.
yeah,
I, over the past what? It's been about maybe three months, right? 2 3 months, but more so that last 2 months that I've really started to see more not just lbs come off, but the inflammation, my gut health has gotten better, so which means my stomach has shrank, love handles going away. Bro, I got some v-neck t-shirts that I haven't been able to wear because I look like I was 2 months pregnant, 3 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I got some shirts that I've been able to wear now, because the buttons aren't doing, like, how when your buttons start to hold on,
right.
when they try to hold on, like, that's how I was looking, man. And then the shorts. Oh man, I had some shorts that me and my wife went on a cruise with, man, and I felt good then. They were a little snug then. Then about maybe a little while later, I couldn't wear them no more because they would.
Right,
I hate super tight clothes, especially shorts and pants, right? And
right.
so I was like, man, I gotta do something. As the trainer, life be lifing for trainers too, y'all. So
Absolutely.
so man, started, with my detox, and I started doing just a little bit more moving, man. And man, I'm able to get in all those shirts, all those shorts, and I'm just like this. I'm like, man, I it's about to be on. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
like, and there's something I know we getting ready to wrap this up, man, and it's something that we just hit on, man, because there's men out there that this dad bod thing, right? There's men out there that's going to the beach and you got a whole big old long sleeve shirt on at the beach
Right,
and you don't want to take it off and you don't feel good, you don't feel confident, you don't want to
right,
go, you want to go to the pool, but you're the only man in the pool with a doggone t-shirt on in the water, right? Because you don't want to take it off because your man boobs and your
right,
stomach, right? Man, just start moving, just start working out, because I'm
right,
telling you, when you start feeling that, you'll have them shirtless. Man, who, what?
right.
When you don't have the moves no more and the
Right,
stomach gone and the love handles gone, man, please, y'all gonna have to
right,
come catch me to put some clothes on. I'm,
right.
I'm telling you. But bro, man, this has been, man, I this has been amazing, man. I cannot wait to get your lovely wife on here and hear her fitness transition and how life has been better for her fitness wise, man. But how can the people follow you, man? What's your social media handles?
You can follow me on Facebook, LK Robertson. Um, Instagram. You can look up my name as well, LK Robertson. I don't know exactly what my handle is on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok
Okay.
as well.
We're gonna put
Um,
them all in the show notes, so don't
okay,
even worry
yeah,
about it. Yeah,
yeah, I
we
get
gonna.
it to you. I
Hey,
don't know the exact handle.
dude, I got. I got we at Black Fitness Matters underscore, because somebody been sitting on Black Fitness Matters for so long. But guess what? I got the trademark, baby. And what?
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
that's
hit
good,
somebody with a
man.
cease and desist in a minute. But
Yeah,
look, man, hey y'all, you have been listening to the Black Fitness or watching the Black Fitness Matters podcast. We're on, man, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more places, man. Black Fitness Matters, where we strengthen our community one rep at a time. You see the gear that we are rocking. We got the hats, the t-shirts. My man right here has been rocking the t-shirts since I got started. That's one of the earlier ones
this
that
is
we've done.
years.
That's years, and it still looks good. He's got hoodies, he's got sweats, he's got all that, and man, that's so much love, man. And what happened with the monies from people who are like him who are buying, we buy fitness equipment so that we can go do free fitness boot camps in underserved communities, right? So we're still gathering that stuff now, but we're actually, what we wanted to do was get all of the legal stuff in order, right? I wanted to
Okay.
get this trademarked. right? It meant something to me. I really feel like I got that from God, right? It was really
Right.
given to me along with the mission and what it's about, man. And so now I wanted to get all that in order. So now we're really going to get out here and start getting in the streets and making our community, strengthen our community one rep at a time, man. So make
Awesome.
sure you go to blackfitnessmatters.net, right, to go ahead and start ordering your gear. You can go to Black Fitness Matters on Instagram, see more stuff that we have. And if you have any questions, man, just reach out, man. Inbox us, man. We'll talk to you more about it. And if you are a fitness influencer, a personal trainer, a group trainer, if you do Zumba and you know that fitness matters in the Black community, reach out to me, man, because I want to interview you next. All right. So it's your man, Coach Chris Courtney. We got Coach Bishop influencer LK Robertson signing off, man. We love y'all, man. Peace.